Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be explaining how you can improve with Jett knives, but I'm also going to be teaching you the basics of Jett knives. So basically, with Jett, if you ever get knives, basically this is on most characters, whenever you get your ult, you want to try to use it as soon as you can. So basically, if you get it on a previous round and the round ends, the next round, say you died, the next round you want to use knives instead of buying a new weapon. This is because you're going to be saving your money, and you can also buy a teammate if they need it. Sometimes you guys might not want to do that, but usually you want to buy your teammates just so you have a higher chance of winning the round. And then you have knives, which is basically the equivalent of like a rifle, a better rifle, arguably, actually, because you can updraft with them, stuff like that. So that's the basic. Also, you should buy a sidearm with it, and armor, full armor, of course. Make sure you buy full armor. If you can't buy a sidearm, but you can buy full armor, just buy the full armor. I usually like buying shorty or sheriff with my knives, so. But now we're actually gonna get to the part where we talk about how to improve with the knives. So basically, in the range, whenever you're fighting, you can just turn on practice mode. Basically, what you want to do is imagine one-tapping the bots with a vandal, right? So knives do 50 damage. You can hit them in the chest for 3 times, or if they don't have armor, it's just a 2-tap. Wait, knives do reset. That's very nice, actually. So this is perfect. So knives do reset in here. I don't know if I said that yet, but knives do reset. So basically, you just want to imagine one-tapping with the vandal, and that's going to make this whole process of landing shots with this much easier. Also, you can just go for body shots. It's okay to do. And pretty much you never really want to go for right clicks anymore unless it's a last resort. So like, if you're going to die if you don't right click, then you should right click, of course. But you see, knives don't reset off of right clicking, so you should probably not be doing that unless it's a last resort, especially if you don't have a weapon. So really here you see if I get down to 1 knife, my knives reset. So really, you know, this is basically just like an aim practice for Jett knives. It's pretty simple. The basic rule that I'm giving you is that you should be imagining one-tapping with the vandal, because it's essentially just the same thing, right? Literally same thing. You can, like I said, you can go for body shots if you want. You can get into the habit of doing that. It's fine, but you'll need 3 in an actual game. Also, these go through people, which is pretty interesting. That might be if you don't have armor, but I'm not sure, honestly. So one more thing that we can practice here is updrafting and using the knives. So basically, a big factor that determines whether or not you can catch people off guard with Jett knives is if you're updrafting or not. So you don't need to updraft in order to get kills, but in a lot of scenarios, it's really good to updraft. So I would suggest practicing like this. And you can just like glide around. I mean, obviously go for their heads if you can, but you know, see, I'm even having trouble hitting the heads as I'm gliding. So a lot of the time when I'm gliding, I'll just go for the body because it's completely fine to do that. So I go all the way up here. And normally you will need to hit 3. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. Just bot armor on. I would suggest you guys turn that on as well, because usually when you fight enemies, they're gonna have full armor most of the time anyway. So yeah, I would suggest doing like this. Imagine just one-tapping, and if you can't one-tap, go for the body. And don't right-click. Those are the basic rules for using Jett knives. And of course, a basic aim routine where you just flick over like this. Could not hurt us, right? And then right-click as a last resort. So yeah, hopefully this is useful. Don't want to keep you guys for too long. Again, if you guys have any questions about this, these are the basics. I'm glad that they made it so that the knives reset in the range, because that was definitely not a feature before. And it was quite annoying, but now they did, so that's cool. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.